Welcome back. Really happy you showed up today. This is the Natural English Channel, your daily English practice. I'm Sophie.
And I'm Oliver. Really glad you are here with us. We post a brand new conversation every single day, so if you haven't subscribed yet, do it now.
And before anything else, let me tell you what is waiting for you in this episode.
Because today we're attacking the absolute biggest dilemma, meaning a very difficult choice in the entire English language.
We have a message from a listener named Elena, and she was completely baffled, meaning totally confused, by something she read.
Oh, what did she read?
She was reading a novel, and the author wrote, "He lays the book on the table and then lies on the bed." Elena wrote to us saying, "Sophie, surely this is a typo, meaning a printing mistake. Shouldn't it be lay the book and lay on the bed?"
I am physically rubbing my eyes right now just thinking about this. This rule makes my brain hurt.
You are not alone. Even native speakers mess this up every single day.
Really? Native speakers get this wrong?
All the time. But the book Elena was reading was actually 100% correct. He lays the book, he lies on the bed.
Okay, please explain this to me, because I want to just lay down or lie down. I don't even know anymore.
We are going to fix this right now using a metaphor.
I love metaphors. Give it to me.
So, think of the word lay as a delivery guy.
A delivery guy. Okay.
A delivery guy cannot do his job if his hands are empty. He's indispensable, meaning absolutely necessary, but he needs a package.
Oh, so lay needs an object, a package.
Exactly. You cannot just lay, you have to lay something. You lay your keys on the table. You lay the blanket on the sofa.
The delivery guy puts the package down. Lay the keys, lay the blanket, lay the book.
Perfect. Now, think of the word lie as a tired traveler.
A tired traveler. I relate to this guy.
The tired traveler has no luggage. His hands are empty. He doesn't have a package to put down.
He just wants to rest his own body.
Exactly. The tired traveler just puts himself down. He lies on the bed. He lies on the grass.
Oh, wow. Lay is the delivery guy. He has an object in his hands. Lie is the tired traveler. He just rests himself.
You got it. If you have an object in your hand, you lay it down. If you are just moving your own body, you lie down.
That is so clear. I lay my phone on the desk, delivery guy, then I lie on the sofa, tired traveler.
Precisely. And this is why Alina's book was correct. He lays the book, delivery guy, and then lies on the bed, tired traveler.
Okay, I feel incredibly smart right now. This is easy.
It is easy in the present tense.
Uh-oh. Why did you say it like that?
Because now we have to talk about the past tense, and this is where English decided to play a terrible joke on all of us.
I am taking a deep breath. Tell me the joke.
The past tense of lay, the delivery guy, is laid. I lay the keys down today. I laid the keys down yesterday.
Okay, lay becomes laid. That seems normal. Today I lay the book. Yesterday I laid the book.
Right. But the past tense of lie, the tired traveler, is lay.
Wait, what?
Yes. Today, I lie on the bed. Yesterday, I lay on the bed.
I am standing up. I am pacing around the room. You're telling me the past tense of lie is lay?
Yes, the past tense of the tired traveler uses the exact same word as the present tense of the delivery guy.
That is malicious, meaning intentionally cruel. Why would English do that?
It's an ancient Germanic language evolution, but you just have to memorize it. Today, I lie down. Yesterday, I lay down.
Okay, let me process this. Today, I lie on the sofa. Yesterday, I lay on the sofa.
Yes, and what if you had a blanket?
Today, I lay the blanket on the sofa, delivery guy. Yesterday, I laid the blanket on the sofa.
Perfect. You navigated that perfectly.
My brain is sweating, but I understand. Delivery guy is lay and laid. Tired traveler is lie and lay.
Exactly. And honestly, this is why so many native speakers just say, I'm going to lay down. It's technically wrong, but people mix them up because of the past tense.
So if I make a mistake, I just sound like a native speaker?
Sometimes, yes, but in a professional context or writing an email, you want to be correct.
Absolutely. Give me some fixed expressions. Let's see how these words live in the real world.
Ready. First one, to lay the groundwork. It means to do the preliminary, meaning the first or basic, work for a project.
Lay the groundwork, delivery guy. You are taking the foundation and putting it down. We need to lay the groundwork for next year.
Perfect. Second expression, to lie low. It means to hide or avoid attention until a bad situation passes.
Lie low. Tired traveler. You put yourself down and hide. After the argument, I decided to just lie low for a few days.
Very natural. Third one, to lay your cards on the table. It means to be completely honest and hide nothing.
Lay your cards. Delivery guy again. You have the cards in your hands and you put them down. I need you to lay your cards on the table.
Yes. Fourth expression, to lay eyes on. It means to see someone or something for the first time.
Lay eyes on, like putting your vision onto something. The moment I laid eyes on that car, I knew I wanted it.
Great example. And the last one, to lie ahead. It means something that is going to happen in the future.
Lie ahead. The future rests in front of us. We don't know what challenges lie ahead.
Exactly. Lay the groundwork, lie low, lay your cards on the table, lay eyes on, lie ahead. Learn them whole.
I love lie low. It feels very dramatic, like I am a spy in a movie.
Okay, spy, it's time for the error check. 3 common mistakes.
I'm ready.
Wrong. I need to lay down for an hour.
I need to lie down for an hour. Tired traveler. You don't have an object. You are just resting your body. Lie down.
Good. Wrong. He lied his tools on the floor yesterday.
He laid his tools on the floor. Tools are objects. Delivery guy. The past tense of lay is laid. He laid his tools.
Perfect. Wrong. She is laying on the beach right now.
She is lying on the beach right now. Tired traveler. Her body is resting. To lie becomes lying with an ing.
3 for 3. You survived the hardest rules in English.
My brain feels like it just ran a marathon, meaning a very long and difficult race.
But before our quiz, I want to look right at the camera and say something to everyone listening. So if you use the wrong word here, if you say lay instead of lie, the world will not end. Communication will still happen.
Yeah, people will still understand that you want to rest on the sofa.
Exactly. We learn these rules to feel confident, to be precise, but never let the fear of this rule stop you from speaking. It is okay to be messy while you learn.
Very true. Be messy, but try to use the delivery guy when you can.
Quiz time. I will give you 4 direct questions. You answer them.
Direct questions. I am ready.
Question 1. You have a heavy box. Do you lay it on the floor or lie it on the floor?
I lay it on the floor. It's a box. It's an object. I am the delivery guy. I lay the box.
Correct. Question 2. You are exhausted, meaning extremely tired. Do you lay down or lie down?
I lie down. I have no objects. I just want to rest my tired traveler body. I lie down.
Perfect. Question 3. Let's go to the past tense. Yesterday, you rested in the park. Yesterday, you...
Yesterday, I lay in the park. The past tense of the tired traveler lie is lay. I lay in the park.
Excellent. Question 4. You want to tell a friend to be honest and hide nothing. You tell them to...
Lay your cards on the table. The fixed expression. Put the objects down. Lay your cards.
4 out of 4. Oliver, you did it.
You know, I think I finally see the beauty in this dilemma.
Really? What do you see?
Life requires both states of being. Sometimes we have heavy burdens, meaning heavy problems, and we have to be the delivery guy and lay them down. And sometimes we have nothing in our hands at all, and we just need to be the traveler and lie down to find our peace.
You have to put the objects down before you can rest your body.
You have to lay before you can lie.
That is surprisingly poetic for a grammar lesson.
I am a very poetic, tired traveler.
Come back to this review and say these words out loud with us. Lay, delivery guy. I laid the keys down. She laid the book on the table. Repeat after us. Lay.
Lay.
Slowly. Lay.
Always have an object in your hands.
Lie. Tired traveler. I lie on the bed. Yesterday, I lay on the sofa. Repeat after us. Lie.
Lie.
Slowly. Lie.
No objects, just resting your body.
And if there's a grammar rule that makes you want to pull your hair out, leave it in the comments below.
Your frustrations are literally how we plan our channel. We love fixing them.
We read every single comment. Put your doubts down there.
And go watch our last video. We talked about fun and funny.
Another pair of words that creates completely unnecessary drama in our lives.
The link is in the description. Go watch it.
And if we helped you finally understand this rule today, please like and subscribe.
It tells the algorithm, meaning the computer system, to share our videos with more learners just like you.
See you tomorrow. Bye, everyone.
Bye. Go lay your phones down and lie on the sofa. You earned it.
Bye, everyone.